I don't want to have that long pause in the beginning. So, hey, y'all. We're going to get us a reading for the sign of Pisces. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. Hey. So, I'm going to cut the deck. And I'm going to pause for a minute, right? Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, but listen, right? I said I wanted to share my thoughts for a minute. Now, you know how everything basically, like the laws, when we deal with laws, when we deal with jobs, order, everything has like a certain order that it has to go in, like the lines of commandment, right? Thank you. Thank you. You know, the laws of commandment, so everything has an order that it has to go in, you know. And you know, when you dealing with spirit, when you dealing with religion, anything like that, you know how they say that earth is a school, right? You know how I can explain certain things to you guys, and I always say that we exist in our own personal world while coexisting in the main world. Like we have to combine worlds. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that, like your own personal world is going to consist of your children, your family, your job, the things that you have to tend to. And the outward world is going to be when you have to leave your world. You have to leave home in order to do certain things, via go to the grocery store, go to work, take the kids to school. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you got to do, right? You got to get out there and do those things. So that's the main world, and you have to find a way to mesh. Like when you go to work and they say to leave your problems at home and stuff like that, and that's not, you know what I mean? Like you kind of got to find a way to separate it, right? So when you look at life, right? Now, I come to all this in meditation, right? Like I say, I'm going to share my thoughts with y'all for a minute. When you look at life and they say that earth is a school, your world is like you're your own school, right? Now, via the divine God, whoever it is, you know what I mean, that you subscribe to is going to be the school district, right? You know how the school district decides what school you go to via where you live. You know what I mean? That's okay. Follow me with that, right? So you're the school. I feel like your grandparent or your parent may very well be like the principal, right? Now, if you're the student, the narcissist, the different people that you meet who has like huge impacts on your life are going to be the teachers, right? Because these are going to be where you get your lessons from, right? The all the in-betweens, the friends, the coming across people, you know what I mean, having to deal with you, like all the extra shit, that's gonna be your test. You know how like sometimes you can have days where you just be smooth sailing, and sometimes you come across people and it be like you hear the car outside, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? Like, so those are going to be your tests in between. Now, you're not going to pass every test, meaning every time you come across an individual that you don't deal with or that don't deal with you, or disagreements, anything like that, you're not always going to operate from your higher self, if that more so makes sense to you. Like some of these tests you are going to fail, but again, like I always tell you, without the experience you ain't never gonna get the lesson. So don't even feel no certain type of way about the failed test, because baby, we focused on the finals. You know what I mean? You know, at the end of the day you gonna have to take a final, right? So it's like that's more so determining like your energetic level. Like you passing these narcissists and different things like that is more so what's helping you raise your energetic, your field, your aura, your consciousness. You know what I mean? Help you activate those chakras, help you more so tap in like with the divine. Now, what's understood is, you know how you be in school and after a while principals change, the teachers change, people might pass away, people might go to other jobs. You know what I mean? Hell, you might change schools, you know, via have a rebirth or awakening. Like shit changes now. You know what I mean? So it kind of depends like on your perception and different things like that, like on how it is, you know what I mean, that you're learning Because you can get held back in school too now. Remember that. You know how kids used to get held back. You supposed to be in the 4th grade, but baby, you in the 1st grade because you can't get past the alphabet. That's life too. You know what I mean? How some people get stuck. They get caught up with people, with those same teachers where they're not getting the lessons. So this person is constantly having to teach them shit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, because I'm telling you, it's where we at. Like, and I promise you, I was just sitting and I'm thinking like, damn, and I got the breaking it down. Like, okay, if this is school, okay, then who plays what role? And I was just like, you know what I mean? Let me, y'all my babies. Y'all know we here. So I'm telling you, I sat and I was like, let me jump on here and let me talk to them about this real quick, because it's making all the sense in the world to me. It's really making all the sense in the world. You know what I mean? And you know how you have some of those teachers where you don't get along with, you don't like the way they teach, you don't like the way they speak, the way they act. Like, it's all type of shit. You know what I mean? And you have to deal with it for the sake of getting the lesson. That's going to be them narcissists. That's going to be them people playing in your face. That's going to be, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. Like, I was sitting and I was like, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Okay. This is making sense. Even all the way down to the test. That's why I always tell y'all, like, when you stumble, don't feel no certain type of way, get your ass back up and keep going, baby. Even if you got to get held back and repeat a grade, pay attention. You know what I mean? Like, don't feel no certain type of way. The mistakes are going to happen. Those mistakes are supposed to happen, because how in the hell am I to know that you are learning anything if you can't show me what you have learned? You know what I mean? You're going to be tested. You have to be tested. It's no way to know, you know what I mean, that you learning if you ain't being tested. So view all that shit as a test. You know what I mean? And don't feel no certain type of way. Start to feel good when them pop quizzes come up, when you just get tested out the blue. I thought I didn't see ass. You know what I mean? Hey. But yeah, y'all know I did my pre-shuffle before I started talking. And we gonna get into the car. I ain't even wait a minute. I ain't take nothing off the top. Hey, see what I'm talking about? Bottom of the deck, we got Healer, Pisces. Babe. But then you got to understand, too, even with this 8, this being strength, this bravery, this courageous energy, the mere fact that you willing to step up, speak up, hell, move around, leave when ain't nobody else willing to do it. You know what I mean? You just change shit. It's something with your influence. You might be crafty too or something like that. I don't know what you do with your hands. You might speak with your hands. Should I talk with my hands a lot? Oh, I popped one of my nails off too, but y'all don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Cause I talk with my hands. I almost folded his ass up. Look, first card out, we got King of Cups energy. So it's a masculine water sign who was more so invested in a situation. You might have your eye on somebody masculine. A masculine might have their eye on you. This could easily be a feminine energy stepping into her masculine energy as well too, taking control of the way she feels. And you got Child card in reverse. Hey, that Child card in reverse is giving me like a new beginning that did not happen, right? And I'm feeling like that new beginning did not happen. You know what I mean? Because again, you wasn't there for it. I'm feeling like you may have gotten held back in a grade a couple times. Shit, you sat in the same classroom for a few years and you was wondering why everybody else was moving around you or certain things was moving around you. It's because you was stuck with that teacher. But yeah, you wasn't doing that again. Protection in the reverse when it came to this new beginning. So something was not protected. It wasn't protected with you sitting in the same mindset that you was in. With you, it really has a lot to do, I'm telling you, with this teacher. You view this teacher, this narcissist. You wasn't understanding that somebody was a narcissist. You wasn't understanding that they was playing on your mind. it's something about the way that somebody was teaching something they understood that you didn't understand, and because it's even like made them feel good, you know what I mean, to the point where it's like putting shit against you where they know that it will make you fail, you know what I mean, but not necessarily. I don't even know how to fuck to put it into words. It's like somebody wasn't trying to help you, which is why this new beginning couldn't happen. That shit wouldn't protect it. You would have been unprotected in it. And yeah, no. Rich guy energy. Rich guy energy. This rich guy energy is a king of pentacles. This king of pentacles. This king of pentacles, you know, is somebody who wanted to be seen as like very responsible. I'm hearing something about somebody being stable. It has a lot to do with the way that they look, though. And you have jealous and animosity, like jealous and envy. I'm sorry, I ain't even mean to say animosity. So they definitely feel a certain type of way. But somebody is viewing another person and feeling a certain type of way about what they have, the stability that they have. Look, house. Again, with the stability, this has a lot to do with somebody's roots, where they come from. It may be your actual house, the way that you live, something that you work for. You know what I mean? Look, family. It has an awful lot to do with your stability when it comes from your background, your roots. This may be somebody that you had a family with, or somebody that you may have wanted to have a family with. You may have children with this person, or this might even be a sibling or something like that. Mature man, and you see the way that motherfucker fell out. Goddamn, a mature man that ain't so mature. So it seems like we got too masculine on the table. It don't even seem like it's no feminine energy coming out in this. Like I said, unless you know what I mean, stepping into your divine masculine role, you know, when you ain't being so empathetic, I guess. I don't even want to say empathetic, because it's like you still care. You still show compassion and everything like that, but you just... It's like people used to bank on that. They used to bank on your tenderness, on your softness, on your naiveness, on your gentleness, on your helpfulness, like everything that made you you. And understand that those are wonderful qualities to have, because it's something that, you know what I mean, the actual present day people lack. Like people lack just regular decency, you know what I mean? People lack like just common courtesy, shit, what you would consider to be common sense. I think all of us done figured out by now that all common sense ain't common shit. It really depends on who was teaching you. Again, us going back to those schools, back to those lessons. You got some people who in elementary school, some people who in middle school, some in high school, some in college, some, goddamn it, all the way off. You know what I mean? Again, the professors, the doctors, you know what I mean? And so, yeah. And you have concern when it comes to this nice guy energy. So this King of Cups and whatever it was that they was invested in, somebody is concerned when it came to these lessons. Somebody might be biting their nails or something like that. Hey, but you know they always say that your kindness is taken for a weakness. That's something that's given to you as a child too. But my thing is, that's why you banging the way you banging, because even though your shit was taken as a weakness, you still double back on their ass and used it as a strength and didn't allow it to weaken you. So fuck what they talking about. Look, ritual. And that's what I'm saying. Somebody is more so trying to sit in a position like they calm, but in all actuality, they concerned and they really got the bubble guts. Like they said they motherfucking stomach hurting because of some ritual that they was into, something they continuously did over and over and over again and presented themselves to be in this nice guy energy. This King of Cups energy. I'm waiting on the Ice King to come out. We got the human under here, I promise you, but it's like I'm getting sword energy off of you. Cause you know how like the swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, it's like shit. They remove their emotion and they come from a logical standpoint, like fuck how you feel. You know what I mean? The facts is gonna be the facts, and we moving off of the facts. And the facts is you're continuously, you know what I mean? So to hell with how I feel, you know what I mean? At this point, you're showing me, again, back to, you know what I mean, the child teachings with actions speaking louder than words and different things like that. You know, like, yeah, how y'all doing? What's this ritual spirit? You got a mature woman and you seen the way she flipped up. Somebody continuously did something over and over and over again, which pushed you into a mature standpoint. We got 33 up here and 44. It came out on top of each other, and then you got 6. You had some type of uniting relationship or something like that, like with your higher self. Somebody really made you go internal or something like that when it came to some type of contract, is what I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a contract. Yeah. But this person was trying to change your mature standpoint. You know what I mean? It's something with, and see, that's it as well too, the way that I'm getting it with the reflecting, right? Because it's like you're mature, and because you was mature, somebody was viewing you as being weak. Like, so because you wouldn't just jump off the bridge, you wouldn't respond, you wouldn't react how they felt like you should. You know, they was taking it as, you know, you was more so like a pushover, or, you know what I mean? Like they could do anything, or like, you know, it's almost like a nerd, you know what I mean? Like, again, with the school terms, because you keep your head down and you in your books and you focus on your lessons, because, baby, you don't want to be held back. You don't want to be held back. You know what I mean? So it's like, and again, with the held back energy, because I'm getting that you was held back, but the way that it's being shown to me is that this person was presenting themselves to you as your teacher in different forms. So they was presenting themselves like they was leveling up, like you were growing a grade, but in all actuality, you weren't. It's like a return in the school in the classroom is rearranged, and they telling you you're in the 5th grade, you know what I mean? Or they're saying they're 5th grade. Like, it's a lot of fake shit going on around you. Because even with me viewing this, it's like you in the classroom with other motherfuckers that, do they not know that they, you know what I mean, in this fake ass classroom too? Do you not know that you got held back too, that you're not learning too? You know what I mean? For some of y'all, they may have convinced you that you had some type of mental disability. You know how people like they double down on that ADHD shit and all the rest of that right now. And you know how everybody ought to, you know how everybody they somebody may have convinced you that it was something where, how can I explain it? You weren't supposed to be around large groups of people, or you know how you have children where they get separated from the regular class, like a special education class or something like that. You know what I mean? Where they feel like they need to be monitored. And it's more so said that it's for the greater good of you, because they don't want you to affect the other children, but you got to understand the affecting the other children would be you turning their life. Man, stop playing with this shit. Stop playing with this shit. What is this change? Why did they want this change to come to this mature woman? Transition. They wanted something to end. Delay something to rest for you. It's something about your all is well, this vitality energy. What's going on with this transition? You got occupation in the reverse, destruction, endings. So with this occupation in the reverse, again, you supposed to be head of a motherfucking school. You supposed to be a principal. It's something with you, again, this graduating, you getting your doctorate, you graduating. Somebody didn't want that to happen. They didn't want you to be able to master something. They didn't want you to be able to go no further than what they've gone. And you have destruction. They wanted something to be very chaotic, for something to change for you to lose your faith, your light, gain a different perspective, to feel. It's something with you having some type of hopeful energy. Like, you know how you had some people, like, and I ain't even gonna lie, I'm like this too, like, I'm the type of person to get shit on the first try. Like I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And like even when it come to failing a test, like that little shit in between, okay, I might feel a certain type of way, but the big shit is what's really gonna bother me. Like to fail a final, or you know what I mean? Like again, to get trapped by the narcissist, you know what I mean? To get held back and not knowing I was getting held back with my smart ass type shit. You know what I like? You know, it's certain things like that where it be like, again, it's a reset, because certain things where you felt like you knew, you know, you were sure, and then you have somebody who come along where they're good, they're a good actor, or the setting was good. Again, if you done changed the classroom around and you're telling me that this is the grade that we in, how in the fuck am I not going to believe you? I could question it because I see everybody else got a different teacher and I still got you, but the classroom's different. It seemed different. You know what I mean? This seemed like the same shit, but it's worded a little bit different. But I know that when I was coming through first grade, second grade, it was kind of like that. You know what I mean? Maybe they're making it easier for me to understand. Like somebody put you in a position of doing a whole lot of questioning yourself. Like for real. So yeah, getting your ass up out of here is what I mean. Give me 1 second. There you go. Hey, y'all. Look, I really wasn't paying attention. Okay. Okay, so yeah, with these endings, or, you know what I mean, this new beginning not taking place, somebody is actually concerned with this blockage. They concerned about their pathway being cut off or something like that, because it's giving it the way that somebody planned to do something or go about it, they're not able to. Something was cut off. Rich girl energy. Oh, okay. So with this rich girl energy, you know, this speaks of a Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very stable, somebody who's very financially independent. Hey, y'all. And again, you have this stability due to this ritual energy being next to you, due to you taking the proper steps, due to you repeating such said steps, due to you showing up you know what I mean? It's like somebody can't take away from your work. Look, and they was trying to manipulate a high priestess. That's where they fucked up at. With this high priestess energy and this mature woman, again, it's really giving me you and some type of elder energy. And it's like, it's not that you can't do it. Like when you like somebody was fucking with you and it ain't that you can't fight. It's that you ain't, you know what I mean? How they say, like, you fucking with somebody that ain't got nothing to lose. You focused on what you need to be focused on. It's like, what am I even going to pay attention to you for? What am I going to invest that type of energy? Like, at the end of the day, we both going to be pissed off and we're still either going to have to talk or we're going to have to hold this energy around. Like, ain't nobody got time for that shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, again, it has a lot to do with your mature mindset. And you have always been like that even as a child. You seem odd as fuck because you was too grown. But your grownness was you staying in your lane. I don't want to do all that ribbon shit. I don't want to do all that playing shit. Like, one thing with me, I grew up in the Midwest, so y'all know we had harsh winters and they used to throw snowballs. And when we used to go to school, that was my main thing. I ain't touching no snow. I ain't throwing no snowballs. Don't throw no snowballs at me. If you hit me with a snowball, I'm tearing off in your ass, and I got all right too, because I ain't even threw no snowball at nobody. So because I done eliminated myself from this game, because they used to be outside, baby, they'd throw snowballs, they'd throw them at your face, they'd trip you, they was pulling people's pants. You know how kids do. I don't want nothing to do with them kid activities because I'm going to take it serious. So I'm going to go there. You know what I mean? And with me knowing that, just don't involve me in it. Like, I'm not doing nothing to you. Don't do nothing to me. You know what I mean? And it's like it's always been grown like that. Like you know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say like that grown mindset type of thing. It's not like a grown, like a acting grown or anything. Yes, snowballs. Y'all ain't see when you grow up like that southern climate where you don't get snow. Like, man, please. Baby, we done got up to 12 feet of snow before. Like, don't play. You was stuck in your house for 3 days. Like, that shit, snowballs, baby. Yes, it's snow fall. It's like fluffy ice. And it falls from the sky like how rain do. And you can take it and you can pat it and put it in a ball and throw that motherfucker. And that's what they was doing. Throw them. Preferably at your face. I don't play like that. I don't play like that. Hey, so you know what I'm talking about, damn, them snowballs. You see, say Florida, baby. Look, see, if snow come down there, there ain't nothing moving. It don't get that cold down there, baby. You can up here, it'll be 7 degrees and it feels like, goddamn it, -2. You're gonna you know water freezes at 32 degrees. Yeah. You ain't Hey, but yeah, no, we ain't playing with these. We ain't playing. We ain't playing. You probably the type of person that like to deal with people older than you too, though. Like you was young dealing with motherfuckers 4, 5, 6, 7. Hell, I hear 12. Motherfuckers older than y'all that you was dealing with. So it's something with the experience. That's another thing that pisses a person off with this jealousy and envy. They feel like they supposed to know more than you because they've been at this shit longer than you. They've been in the game longer than you. They've been manipulating motherfuckers their whole life. So how you bring your little naive, you know what I mean, cushioned, everything is okay, riding in on the sunflower ass in here, and you double up on them on the high. How they can't break you? How they can't break you? You know what I mean? Like, it's something that this manipulation, when it came to this high priestess energy, changed. That's what changed. Your perspective, your third eye was activated. You realize that it's something about the messages that you was receiving, the warnings that you was receiving, because it's something about you having thoughts. People doing shit to you, you having thoughts, but then you doubling back over the thoughts. And I'm gonna break this down to you, right? People do shit to you, you will have the thought like, is they throwing shade? That initial thought, like, is they throwing shade? That's gonna be your warning. That's going to be your message. That doubling over, oh no, that's my sister, or no, that's my best friend, or no, that's such and such, no, that's bae, that's bookie, that, you know what I mean? They wouldn't do that. That's that mental manipulation going in over that. See how that cancel that out? That warning, hold on, bitch. You know what I mean? No. You learn to stop doing that. You start catching that initial thought. When you first was tapped on the shoulder, like, hold on, you start rolling with that. Your antennas go up. Look, surprise in the reverse. When it came to this manipulation, like, you wasn't even surprised that they wasn't able to end something, or they wasn't surprised that they wasn't able to end something either. Because, again, they was expecting you not to be able to get this mastery. They was expecting you not to be able to step into position. They was expecting you not to be knowledgeable enough to run no school is what it is. That's what they was expecting. But it seemed like you running the school shit. You running it. Work, labor, and efforts. See, they was expecting your work to be disastrous. They was expecting some type of breakdown energy to come to your work. They was expecting nothing to ever pay off for you. You know what I mean? But see, it's something about, y'all know I love paid in full. Y'all know I love paid in full. You know that when Ace was talking to Mitch, and he was telling him, you know what I mean, that he wanted to get out the streets. And Mitch was like, you know, He understand where Ace coming from. He was like, but me, I love the streets. Like, I love doing this. I love doing that. I love, you know what I mean? That's where they fucked you up at when it came to your work. Your work, you wouldn't even viewing it as work because that's how your heart's set up. You don't got to get up and dress for this shit. You don't have to get up and show up and only be there from 9 to 5, Monday through. No, this is your ass when you sleep. This is when you're up. This is when you have sleep, when you're drunk, when you, whatever it is. You don't change. Like, you ain't no fucked up person. You ain't never been no fucked up person. You know what I mean? If you make mistakes, cool. You know how to own your mistakes. You ain't even above giving apologies either. You know what I mean? Like, somebody just had your character all the way fucked up. Like, and again, that's why this new beginning couldn't take place with them. Because again, that shit was unprotected. It was very much so unprotected. Look, blocked on top of the unprotected. No access at all. 99 shit coming to straight completion. And that's why they concerned again, because they ain't got no opening. They thought that they was going to play on your dome forever, baby. You was going to be in school with them. Via marriage, via contract. You know what I mean? Husband and wife. We both run our own class. I hear of ghouls. A class of ghouls. So this person, some type of energy I ain't even finna get off into that shit with y'all like that. But if y'all know, like with that ghouls, vampire in Brooklyn, remember when he got what the fuck was it? Max and the one that he got working for him where his arm fell off, eyeball popped out and shit. He started breaking down the human that he put his spirit in to work for him. That's the people that was around you. Ghouls. Either way it go, ain't nobody got no access. What 2 Chainz say? Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. You is not playing. I promise you. What's this blocked access? Blocked access from what? What was they trying to get access to, baby? Look, your gift. False narrative. So they want to lie about your gift. They want to say that you didn't know what you knew. They want to say you didn't have the credentials. Remember? After all, they felt like they could say that because remember, you had been in class with them for so long. After all, they should know what you know, right? Wrong. Wrong. I always tell her, see, this person was expecting you not to, how can I, it's like having a teacher that don't give homework. So they feel like whatever it is that they teach you in the time that they have you, that'll be all you know. Bullshit. You the type of person that asks questions. You take notes, baby. Once you was getting off to the side, goddamn it, sitting on the toilet, sitting in the tub, sitting at your desk, wherever it was, you was reverting back to them teachings. You was actually sorting shit out because, see, you the type of person where you got to understand what is being placed in front of you. If you can't understand it, you ain't going to take it just because it's being given. Fuck no. What is that? And what's in it? It looked like this. Why does it look like that? That shit probably got you in trouble a lot as a kid too. You know, again, that being grown. You know what I mean? Like they had you fucked up, baby. Your whole life, everybody had you fucked up. Even with that being grown shit as a kid, because you had your own mind. I promise you, I was even one of them kids. I hated being a kid because it's like I knew so much shit, but for the sake of, you know what I mean, especially in the time I was growing up in, baby, a kid had a place to be in, and you better not step out of place. So it's like I felt like I was being punished by being a kid. I don't know what the fuck I did last lifetime, but baby, when I say I'm gonna run my best motherfucking fade this lifetime, I'm running it like Forrest. I'm running it. Cause nope. Nope. I hear you and I'm listening. And see, I feel like for a lot of y'all, that's the same thing that you got going on too, which is why we able to tap in the way that we able to tap in. Because, baby, you running your best fade too. And again, like I said, with that Forrest, I always recommend, if y'all ain't watched Forrest Gump, go watch Forrest Gump. Yeah, it's a long, drawn-out movie, but, baby, when I say Forrest was so motherfucking tapped in, you're Forrest. You Forrest. Watch Forrest Gump. Baby. Forrest, Batman, Forrest was downplayed his whole life, and come to find out he was the most amazing, like he was really the star of the show. Without Forrest, a lot of shit wouldn't have been able to take place. He brought the joy to a lot of people's life, to a lot of, even his mama. His mama never left home. He went and did so many things, brought it back to her. She got newspaper clippings of, you know what I mean? Like, you, man, stop playing. After y'all done said that my baby wouldn't even be able to walk and my baby done ran across the motherfucking country. Stop playing with me. Yeah, but they wanted you to doubt your gift. They wanted you to doubt your gift because as long as you doubt what you had with you, they would be able to get your protection. Because you was giving it away. You know? It has a lot to do with your spirit, I'm telling you. Your divine energy, like your divine connection, your light. Lack thereof, you know what I mean, for some, because you know it be a mixture of people, and again, it's like it is what it is, like we all done been there type shit. But it was a false narrative, a lie going on when it came to this high priestess, mature woman energy. Somebody was lying about who somebody was, about what they knew, about your goodness as well too. What is this false narrative? Soulmate energy when it came to this manipulation. Okay. So you was dealing with somebody, a false person, and you seemed false because they was underneath your y'all seemed alike. Y'all mirrored each other. Two people that's ideal for each other, but they were manipulating again because they felt like they did know more about this shiesty shit than you. It's like they was a scammer, a spiritual scammer. What's this soulmate energy about? Unexpected money. See, that unexpected money, right? This could be actual money, but I'm really getting like those are your gifts, your divine inheritance. You tapping into your spiritual gifts, and those actually bringing you abundance. Those actually bringing you protection. Because you know how, like, when you get different warnings and shit like that, and you actually listen to your intuition, a lot of times that shit can save your life. Like I have had times where I have tried to ignore my intuition and my whole body just done been overread. Like, well, okay, then stand the fuck right here. And it's like I couldn't move. I couldn't move. I couldn't go forward. I couldn't go backward. I couldn't. But I can honestly say at that moment, too, I was allowed to see what was going to take place. And it was some life or death shit. I promise you. Like, I couldn't do shit but cry. I promise you. I'm finna cry and I'm finna go the fuck over here because I already told you that I'm not going the fuck over there. And it's like, yeah, nah. You done had moments, I'm telling you, and you done had moments with this teacher, which is why I don't know why the fuck they trying to downplay your abilities. It's like they wanted to keep your shit, keep you, man. It's like they already knew. It's really making me feel like they felt like you was going to get their job. Look, pathway. You see the way that shit flew all the way over there? It has a lot to do with your pathway. A route that you were destined to take. Something that is divinely like for you. It has a lot to do with your influence. Like you being some type of natural leader or something like that. Like somebody did not want people to see you. And I understand why they didn't want people to see you. Because, baby, your school was going to get stripes. Your school was going to get recognition. Your school was going to be like the Harvard of motherfucking spirituality. Like the Yale of spirit. That and they know they can't be no teacher, no professor, no student. They can't get up in your shit. They feel... I'm telling you, it's something about the way that you move. Like you touch people that you come across. And if you a motherfucker that travel, baby, you touching the world. You touching people. If you do what I do, you get on this internet and I talk to people. I talk them up like clear across the world. You got reach. They didn't want that. Look, real love, health concern, emotional pain. They knew that you was going to figure out when it came to this real love shit that this person was toxic. That's the number 15 on this card. This is the devil energy. They knew that you knew that they was toxic. That this person really couldn't love you because they didn't love themselves for one, and they wasn't able to love themselves because they didn't even have a fucking heart. They didn't pass that mother. They had been left in that classroom that they tried to keep you in for so motherfucking long that baby, they became the student, the teacher, every motherfucking thing. That was their personal class, like. And I really get that you was even sent, like, right? You was sent to them because you was the only motherfucker that was gonna be able to break them, and you broke them in pieces. They can't teach nobody, like, the things that this person is saying are not even making sense no more. It's like the illusion has been broken. I'm telling you. You don't even understand how much you was protecting this person, how they was able to get their stripes off of being connected to you, how you made them look good. Like you refurbished somebody's reputation because of the type of person that you was. But you also had people confused because if you are the type of person who you indeed present to be, how in the fuck is you connected to something like that? How? That don't make sense. Make you say, either they not that bad or either they not that good. I know this motherfucker shiesty. He a scammer. He might, or I know she, you know what I mean? Like it's, again. But again, taking you back to them old teachings. You remember when you was younger, they say birds of a feather flock to, right? 2 peas in a, what? Yeah. You have to be more mindful of the people that you had around you. What you was pouring into, the environments you was in, what you actually was connecting to. Because see, you was the type of person where, how can I explain it? I'm going to go back to the big brother role model, to Jesus. You know how Jesus was. Jesus was in the trenches with the hoes, the pimps, the rats. And he up here in the palace with he everywhere. Again, with that reach. You wasn't viewing nothing like nothing. You know what I mean? Like you not viewing yourself as being any different from anybody else. And I feel like what you have been learning lately is that you indeed are very fucking different. You're very different. You're nothing like. Yes, you can resonate with other people. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's a certain type of caliber. That's just like you being rich, baby. You're going to have to be around people that's rich too. Because if you keep surrounding yourself around the thieves, they're going to take your shit. They're going to try to trick you. They're going to be conniving. They're going to hold on. You know what I mean? So it's going to take you to hold on now. What's that Don Trip? It's one of Don Trip lines. He said you make it out. He said you make it out, you go back to visit, you miss your block, you want to laugh and kick it. Just remember, somebody hating and they plan to take it no matter how you get it. Your homies trade on you, now you get it. Now you seeing shit clear. Now you peep that your partner only been plotting all of these years. He say your day ones will be the first ones to stick a knife in you. Cold world, this a cold world, but that's why my veins got ice in them. These days, even with the heat on, you're lucky if you make it through the winter. Hey, you understand shit a lot more different. You starting to notice who the teachers are. You know what I mean? It's again, you stop feeling like everything is everything. You like everybody because I'm giving, this is what I should receive. Hell no. No. And what I'm hearing is that you got that understanding because you got sent to the principal office. So it's something with you having to speak to one of your elders. I don't know if you had a dream or how divine tapped in with you, but you got your ass sent to the principal office to let you know, hold on. Baby, how in the fuck is you sitting in the 5th grade classroom, but you reading at a 12th grade level? Who told you was in the 5th grade? That's that judgment. Oh, well, Mr. or Mrs. such and such said, okay, so now the principal finna contact the district finna yeah, that whole motherfucking school finna get shut down. That's why they can't get up out your energy. That's why they concerned. That's why they biting their nails. But again, health concern and emotional pain for this rich guy energy. Because they don't have your protection. They're not connected to you. Yeah. It was a health concern that you blocked access to. So it's giving me, if this is an actual health concern, then baby, you would be sick too had you stayed in such environment. The school had mold in it. Respiratory issues. Some would have choked out your throat chakra, your ability to learn, to communicate, to travel, to understand, to comprehend. Somebody won't, you, like a ghoul. I want to use you. But again, it's some type of emotional pain when it comes to this gift of this Queen of Pentacles due to this doubling down on this work. Baby, fuck staying 10 toes down. I'm going to say you stayed 12 toes down. God damn it. You had an extra toe on each foot and it was planted into the ground and dig it in. You know, I don't know. Somebody is heartbroken though. They heartbroken because when it came to this number 32, baby, you know that's the fire, that's the Hierophant. They thought that they knew something. They was very adamant. They was very sure. Yeah, very, you know what I mean? And they shit. They knew what they knew. You know, especially when it came to this gift. They was gifted. They had the gift. You know, what Craig say about that $200, I had it right in my fucking hand. And Felicia came up type shit. Yeah, baby, you Felicia and that. What she say, Craig? Let me borrow your microwave type shit. Hey. Validated. See? Yeah, this false narrative done been validated. Trusted. It's some type of authority, you know, that somebody has established. See, the authority that they have is that they still that ain't shit person when it came to this false narrative. See, they led other people to believe that they had a gift, but what it really was they was tied to you. They was connecting with you. They was siphoning your energy. They was taking your dreams. They was listening to what you was saying and then taking that shit and regurgitating it back to other people like it was their own thought. Hey, we all done seen people do that, I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. What's this trusted? What's so trusted about it? Ice Queen energy, baby, that you know. Didn't I tell you that sword energy, King of Sword, Queen, you done removed them emotions. You done set some type of boundaries when it came to this soulmate energy and the manipulation that was going on, which changed the whole dynamics of a situation. Your thoughts has been validated. You have received confirmation on more than one thing, where even if you have two that has not been confirmed, it damn sure don't outweigh the 10. You know? Yeah. What's going on with this Ice Queen? What's been validated? And again, masculine, if this is you, baby, you done balanced out that feminine energy. Ain't no sucker attacks, bitch. You ain't making me feel no certain type of way, ho. I ain't raising my voice. I'm not over giving. I'm not over accepting. I'm not, you know what? I done learned to just let you be. And stop playing with me. You got a highly intuitive earth angel. Baby, that is so funny. What they say, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. That's indeed what you're supposed to do. This person didn't even like you talking to other people. It's something with you being around people and them easily getting jealous or easily getting agitated with you because of the attention that you get. Because people liked you, because people saw you. Like, people see your light. I really can't even explain it. People see your light. But the fucked up thing is, it was mainly the people that was closest to you that tried to dim your shit. Like, your support circle was full of ghouls. You was in the wrong fucking classroom is what I'm getting. Because I even see you sitting in the middle. Everybody surrounding you. You the only fucking light. You weren't even supposed to be there. How did you? I'm telling you. People wondered how you linked up with some of the people that you was involved with. How did they convince him? How did they convince her? How do y'all know each other? How did it, you know what I mean? How did it last so long? Like, it's something to that. It's something to that. But again, with this queen, ice queen energy, baby, your intuition is popping. When it comes to this unexpected money, yeah, that's that unexpected money, that intuition. And you knowing your path. It's something what you understand in your purpose. If you are not even fully sure of your purpose, baby, I promise you figuring it out. What you figuring out as well, though, is in places where you thought that you had been behind, like you didn't pay enough attention, or again, those tests that you thought that you had failed. It's like it was right on time. Like everything is where it's supposed to be. You thought that you were behind and you're not at all. You're right on time. Right on time. Right on time. I'm getting that judgment card. It's like God said your name and you was like, huh? Present. You know what I'm like? It's something about that authority, I'm telling you. It's something with the authority. Something with the authority. It's certain messages that you was not receiving, but it's something with a divine line, like that the school district, with the school district calling your school. The school district got you know the Batman phone, got one of them red phones where this phone only rings if that motherfucker got the ringing. Hey. And you got your walking papers. You got distant future, earth angel, something coming up when it comes to this real love and what you was working on and some type of destruction. Yeah, they wasn't going to be able to do that toxic shit with you no more, because they even understood that in the distant future, this road that you was going to travel, you was going to have to do it alone. Oh yeah, you was going to be isolated. You really didn't have no choice in this. Because, baby, with that intuition, again, you got that third eye activation. With that third eye activation, you was able to notice all the fake shit going on around you, and it made you so fucking uncomfortable that you didn't want to leave your house. You stopped wanting to meet people because of how you can see through. But I even do you one better and tell you that you going to get comfortable with that shit, because where they think they going to play a game with you, baby, you going to play a game with them. Well, we playing then type shit. You just got to get past that. If and I feel like a lot of y'all passed it, I promise you, but you got to get past that fear part, because you will see some. You just got to get past the fear of it. Either way it go. What's this jealous and envy? This person feels a certain type of way because they know that now, again, with you being in this rich girl energy, you're going to meet an actual rich guy that don't need your money. Don't need, what you say, I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from you. Look, community energy. Hey. It's something about a group of people agreeing about some type of health concern being blocked off when it came to this road. That's why somebody concerned that them and their ghouls, their flying monkeys, their friends, mothers, cousins, sisters, brothers, even grandmas, or some of them, you know what I mean? Somebody had a false narrative going about you. Motherfuckers thought you was crazy. They tried to single you out, like how in their childhood. You know how I said in childhood, you know, you may have been secluded. You may have been seen as isolated. Yeah, but see, what they fucked up on is you handled that shit in childhood. You wasn't the type of motherfucker to be depressed because you was alone. If you was, you figured that shit out. It's like a lot of the hard times don't last long with you. You the type of person where you able to pick the beauty out of any situation. So even if I got to be by myself, God damn it, I'm finna think of a poem. I'm finna put a story together. I'm gonna think of some motherfucking killer lyrics. I'm finna, you know what I mean? You finna do something. It ain't no just sitting here and twiddling my thumbs, sitting on my hands. It ain't no none of that. You always working. Always working. That's why I said somebody, it's like you forcing a person to reassess everything that they thought that they knew. And it has a lot to do with what you did not say. They thought that they knew you because of, you know what I mean? But come to find out, they didn't know you. They feel a certain type of way that people fuck with you, though. And they super pissed off that people see them a certain type of way. Look, they pissed off about that love offer. Remember, I just said they know you gonna meet somebody that's gonna be able to make you an offer on a just level. Something that's more balanced. That's for you. You know what I mean? Giving and receiving a equal flow. And it's causing somebody some type of emotional pain because they know that you're the fucking gift. You're the gift. You're the, like you, it's something about you being able to reboot energy too. Like you just, again, look, abundance. A love offer of abundance that is validated. They snap. Somebody might have even said you was selling it. You was doing something. Somebody was taking care of you. Look, non-committal when it came to this abundance. It's something with you being aware, though, again, in breaking off a commitment. You might have got a divorce, separation, shit, left an engagement or something like that. It's something with you setting boundaries. Like all of this that's validated for you, yeah, that's your shit. Run me my shit type thing. You ain't with that soulmate, that manipulate. Like, I do what you say. I don't even fucking like you. Look, flying monkey. What is flying monkey? Somebody is non-committal. You know that somebody is not going to show up how they talk. And again, this goes from partnership all the way to friendship to goddamn it, family ships, however it is. You know, just like Boosie said, what he say, you ain't about what you be talking about. It's a lot of motherfuckers that they just talk because they like to hear themselves. I promise you. And look, abandonment. You walked away from this shit to go ahead and become an earth angel. Go ahead, get on your path. Go ahead, shine your light. And see, this person was expecting you to never do that, but that's what the fuck they get for expecting. Huh? What you say, I wasn't expecting you to be a fuck, but you was. God damn it. You see the way the car jumped out, bitch? Look, actual money. They're trying to break down your money, though, I'm telling you. See, somebody wanted you to be unstable as long as you wasn't with them because they wanted you to feel like they brought the light to the situation. They brought the abundance, like you wouldn't be able to get it without them. And see, this was, again, a manipulation tactic. That's just like how I said that teacher changing the classroom and telling you that you're in a different grade. It was a manipulation tactic because if you felt like that, then you wouldn't leave. You would always want to be connected to them. And then that way they could always pull from you. But you had a certain place that you were supposed to be in. And if you wasn't going to be in this place, then you wasn't going to be the fuck here, period. Somebody wanted you to abandon your stability now. They wanted you to abandon your stability. Look, this house energy, your roots of being a healer. Your roots of you having that light. You know what I mean? It's simple shit too. Because I even hear like my grandmama used to always say when we was younger, like, be careful how you treat people because you never know when you'll need them again. She used to always say she'll never turn anybody away from her dough hungry. She'll feed any fucking body. She'll put something to get, like, hey, when I say I had a real grandma, like, so grateful, so blessed. Real grandma. You know. She was very adamant on the way that you treated people and the way that you presented yourself, the way, like, what you accepted as well, too. Like, the morals, like, baby, my grandmama did not play. She didn't play. And that's more so what I'm getting from this energy is something with your roots. Like, you were taught a certain type of way. Even like when I tell people you can get into tarot, you can get into whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like, with spirituality, right? But don't completely throw out your religious preppings. That it's things that you need to revisit. That's just like, goddamn it, yeah, you graduated first grade. Yeah, you learned the alphabet. Yeah, you learned the numbers, but you need to know those numbers in order to do math, don't you? You need to know the alphabet in order to read, right? You need to put those letters together in order to get words, and then those words get sentences, and then those sentences get paragraphs. And didn't I tell you everything got steps to it? You got to be able to put that shit together, like your mind. You know what I mean? What's going on with this healer? You got thief energy in the reverse. Somebody could not take nothing from you when it came to this love offering. I'm telling you, they're heartbroken about your gift. They wanted your gift. They wanted your shine. They wanted your light. Somebody wore another person's underwear. I don't know what this is. It's something what somebody want to put on somebody's drawers. And then I'm back in. Giving my shit back from up out of that, because that is weird. But you have a karmic masculine, a distorted masculine energy that was only focused on abundance. And they tried to get some type of validation off of a false narrative when it came to you, this high priestess energy. You being who you are. Tell me more about this karmic masculine getting karma. Karmic masculine getting karma. When it comes to this commitment being in the reverse, they getting their ass tossed up because they ain't got your supportive umbrella no more. You got ancestors, voodoo, animosity, and they was razzling and dazzling on your ass. Somebody's ancestors, though, right? They getting karma when it came to them trying to use your ancestors. Somebody tried to use your own ancestors against you. And again, it has a lot to do with your rank. This person was too busy trying to distract you in that classroom that the only thing that they learned was what they were trying to teach you. So they ended up holding themselves back. Shit. You got voodoo and abandonment. It has something to do with somebody's ritualistic rites. Now, understand this. Regardless of what the fuck y'all be talking about, you could say you're not into voodoo, you ain't into this, you ain't into that, blase, skippy. Understand that your bloodline extends thousands of fucking years back, where before whatever it is that you consider, you know what I mean, to be your prepping, before that shit even existed. They had that shit. So indeed, you do got some of that shit somewhere in your bloodline, whether you know where it come from or not. Either way it goes, you know what I mean? It's there. It's some type of ritualistic rites. Whether you want them or not, baby, you got rank. And this person pissed off about it. Because it's something with you receiving some type of actual money. You actually being taken care of in real life, not just in spirit. In real life, spirit got a certain type of way of saving your ass every time. You're privileged. You're privileged. And it's not a fucking white privilege. It's not a black privilege. It's a gold privilege. It's your light privilege. It's your halo privilege. It ain't got shit to do with none of this, baby. It got everything to do with that motherfucking heart. Because that heart ain't gonna change whether the skin do or not. You got some people who be born one color and die a completely different motherfucking color. It happens. It happens. Look it up. People, the goddamn it, not to say they lose melanin. I don't know exactly what it is. You know what I mean? But it's some amazing shit that goes on here where we live at. You know what I mean? So again, they feel a certain type of way about that rank. About that rank. It has a lot to do with that rank, that family, that bloodline. Like somebody feels like you have been saved. You've been kept. You've been protected. Why? You. Why you type shit. Again with the Boosie. He said, Boosie, you think you all that. Bullshit. No, you think I'm all that, bitch. Real shit. Ain't no thoughts when it comes to this family energy. You know? Some of them came to completion. It done came to fulfillment when it comes to this linking bloodlines. And somebody's having some type of inner turmoil when it comes to these thoughts. It's something that's very nightmarish for them when it comes to this healing. And again, these people agreeing that this motherfucker is defective is the nicest way that I'm going to say it. Not only do you know that they're defective, but others know that they're defective too. You was the golden ticket. Remember? Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Remember, goddammit, you had to have one of the winning tickets to enter the factory because Willie ain't let nobody in his factory. And I mean no goddamn body. It was some type of false narrative or some type of false statements, though. So understand, remember why I said somebody felt like they was a little bit more fluent when it came to the manipulation. This person was into razzling and dazzling. They probably knew other people that was into razzling and dazzling. I even hit you from far left field and tell you that you could have been dealing with an entity altogether that was actually using other people as well to do the razzling and dazzling. Either way it go, they had this false narrative going around you, and it's all because you was in the wrong fucking classroom. It was some type of falsified documents, falsified info, falsified statements, agreements. When it came to this thief being in the reverse, somebody was not able to take something when it came to this love offer. A love offer. Is that what that said? That is what that said, love offer. But it speaks of some offer of partnership, companionship, you know, some type of mutual agreements. What it's giving me is somebody knows that another person is going to get that protection that they once had, get that look, like they're going to get you, you know, long story short, and that's what they don't want. Well, thank you. That's what they don't want. What's going on with this false narrative? Damn, in the reverse though. You got message in reverse, high honor in the reverse, conflict in the reverse. Divine Feminine. It's making me feel like you really ain't even concerned with this shit. You not fucking with these people. Like with this message in reverse, when it comes to this lie. It's something with a distorted masculine and this abundance, you know, being validated by like a false narrative. So somebody, they're not stable. They're not stable. Somebody might have lied on some type of documentation or something like that too. It's just like somebody lying on their application. You remember how they had that shit on TikTok where people was telling you like different keywords and different shit like that, like how to spruce up your resume and stuff like that to make you get these elaborate ass jobs. But then my thing be, once you get in here, then what the fuck you gonna do? Yeah, they gonna train you, but again, didn't I say you need to know the 1, 2, 3s and the ABCs in order to be able to put shit together It's like somebody tried to shortcut something fast stepping, and again, they ain't got no rank. They don't have the rank. And they getting karma for this non-committal energy. When it came to you, they had a fucking earth angel on their team. A entity, a ghoul itself, goddammit, whatever the fuck it was, it had a earth angel on its team. It had your ass in the chokehold. And it ain't no conflict no more due to your ancestors. Ain't no conflict. They ain't even in the same arena as you no more. Again, it's something with you changing schools. It's like you went from being in grade school to running your own shit. I always feel the only thing I'm going to big up this person on, though, I'm telling you, is these manipulation tactics. They had to be so fucking good. Like, so good to make you question yourself. The way that you question yourself with your intuition being as strong as your intuition is. Like, I don't... Okay. You were operating from emotions, Pisces. It was your heart. You was operating from emotions, and it wasn't until your third eye got activated where you was able to combine them. It's like you don't just feel like feelings anymore. It's like a you tapped in type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't no second guessing. Like, bitch, that was shade and I caught it and I threw it back type shit. And how the fuck you like them apples type shit. Say, bitch, now you sitting and you watching me to see my response, so I'm waiting on your response too. What we gonna do? It's like, I don't know. It's different. Look, poverty. Please help when it comes to this voodoo energy. All this razzling and dazzling that they was doing. Somebody want to walk away from it now. Because again, you and this earth angel energy. Shit. They done called your daddy. Remember I said that? Who said you was in such and such grade and who did? Oh, okay. Contact the school district. School district got involved. And now they in poverty. They need help because not only is they out on their ass, but everybody who was following them is on their ass too. All the so-called students. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, this a motherfucking abandoned building. This building ain't even supposed to be open. Remember I said something about mold, about somebody's respiratory. Yeah, they had a whole faulty foundation. Baby, you. And then I ain't gonna take it, but you see who came out? This entity attachment. Dusty Beater. Who was in happy and bliss when it came to a third party, and now they confused by your ascension. Look, divine, masculine, funky bitch. Didn't I tell you? Chakras. This hoe thought you couldn't move without her. I love y'all, Pisces. I kid you not. This divine masculine, divine feminine, baby, y'all booming. Y'all ain't playing. This like my favorite team. I promise you, like, and I done told y'all over and over again from my references. I love Don Tripp. Don Tripp and Starlito, them step brothers. When I say the way they can bounce a melody back and forth, baby. Yeah. Yeah, the dynamic duo. Y'all hitting y'all shit. Y'all ain't playing. Y'all ain't playing. And it's something about you, again, being very unapologetic. Baby, if you get your ass ran over, what were you doing in my lane? You do know this is my shit, right? Purple lines with glitters. Ain't nobody got no motherfucking purple lines with glitter, bitch. You knew when you crossed that purple line. And here I am in my truck with my music. I ain't even paying no motherfucking attention because I know ain't nobody supposed to be over here, right? So be roadkill if you want to type shit. They don't like that. They feel a certain type of way, I'm telling you, because everything that somebody had built, their whole image, their whole ego that they had popping because they was connected to you, they was underneath your protective umbrella, they was popping with your gift. You know what I mean? They was in connection with you. That shit don't exist no more. So now it look a little bit more different when you come back with them same clothes on, baby. That outfit was hitting last school year. You doing the same shit again this school year? You remember last April Fools? Ain't that the same joke that you did in Miss Peterson class and Miss such and such class? Ain't that what you did? Via Miss such and such class, them other relationships that they was in, them other friendships that they had when auntie did such and such to your mama. You know what I mean? You still the same shit, right? And see, the difference is, well, Rich Homie Quas, the difference between me and you is she let that shit slide and I'm going to get on your ass off top. And when I get on your ass, I ain't getting off your ass until I get tired. I might fall asleep, wake up, and get back on your ass. So please just don't come over here with that. Because yes, I'm humble, but I'm you know, what be saying? You known to walk alone, but you alone for a reason. You know what I mean? All that other shit, that shit ain't gonna impress me. But she say, believe me, come harder. This won't be easy. Don't doubt yourself. Trust me, you need me. She told that man this ain't a shoulder with a chip or ego. But what you think they all mad at me for? The fuck out of here with that. We keeping all these cards. Divine masculine. God damn it. Somebody is not divine at all. Now, whether him, her, shim, you know how that go. Somebody pissed off because, baby, you done stepped into your divine energy and they ain't got no title in front of they masculine or feminine. They just girl or boy. You got a mature man ascending and not having, it's something with the thoughts, letting go of the thoughts again with this healing energy, the thoughts of healing some shit, the thoughts of making it better, the thoughts of making it last, like Keith Sweat said, fuck all that. And somebody is confused and in an illusion because somebody lied to them or made some type of false statements to them that they were going to be able to take whatever love offer, whatever it was on the table that was going to bring in the money. Yeah. But in all actuality, they feel a certain type of way because you got your shit again. The gift. Rich girl, rich guy, ritual. Due to the steps that was taken. And they confused because you got a third party, whoever it was that they had working for them, whoever it was that they thought that they had tapping into your energy, whoever was the naked mole rat in the motherfucking situation, they didn't notify this karmic masculine. Somebody didn't notify another person of your abundance, of your shit already being validated, of motherfuckers knowing who you is, not who they said you were. Yeah. But this third party is happy. So this person got other shit that they need to worry about because it ain't no way, no confusion when it comes to the third party and how happy they is. This bliss, happiness, fulfillment, joy, but you got high honor right next to it in the reverse, baby. So what lets me know is that this third party compromise, that's just like having an assistant teacher. The assistant teacher was compromising them the whole goddamn time. And as soon as the school district called, baby, that assistant teacher gave them up. Whoever the fuck it is that they had working with them. And they got some type of entity attachment. Yes. Got them to sacrifice themselves. So now them man, they broke best friend. Oh my goodness. It wasn't no conflict for this entity when it came to these ancestors. Because you got this flying monkey energy. Like somebody... Understand, right? Because I got personality and this shit can get real playful. This shit's still so much more serious. Like, I play with it the way I play with it because it ain't no need to be scared of this whole ass shit. If ain't nothing happened to you, they can't fuck with you. So I put that shit in their face, which is why I read my cards the way I read my cards, because, bitch, what you gonna do about it? But this shit really could have broken you down in real life. Fucked with your money, fucked with your car, fucked with your home, fucked with your mental, fucked with your emotions. Like this, you were affected. You were affected. But again, with that Cicely on Eve by you remember when her mama, Aunt Moselle had the vision of the kid getting hit by the bus and their mama made them stay in the house. And remember, she went out. She was like, I crossed the train tracks. I went and seen daddy and I went and got my hair cut. And look, mama, I'm alive. You get that energy. Look, I'm alive type shit. I made it. We made it. It's like you ain't even know you was damn on the brinks of death. You just crawled up the hill, dust your pants off. You pissed off because you had on some white shoes. If you had told me I was going to be climbing, I would have at least wore the boots. That's the only thing you feel a certain type of way about. Damn, I ain't had no hat. Got dust in my hair. Sand in my eye. You ain't even thinking about the fact that you just almost lost your life. You ain't thinking about the fact that as you was crawling up that motherfucking hill, it was crumbling behind you. Which means that you couldn't go back if you wanted to. You would have fell off the face of the motherfucking earth. You just kept on crawling to hell with what was behind you because you already done came past it. That's why you the motherfucking role. That's why you in the position that you in. I kid you not. That's why you protected the way that you protected. If your ass didn't know, now you fucking know. Ice King energy. I told you my babies was coming. Ice Queen, Ice King. And this is air energy all day. I don't know if y'all got like Libra, Gemini, Aquarius highly aspected in your chart or what, but it's something with your thinking. Your thinking being clear. Them boundaries being clear. Emotion removed. No fucks given. What are you talking about? And they better not come to you and say nothing about no past energy, because, baby, you gonna check the shit that you should have checked but did not check. They gonna wish they hadn't brought it up. Please just leave that where it's at. Leave it where it's at. Because it's just like, what's that saying on, I got the hookup. He said, Blue, I've been wanting to whoop your ass anyway. Yeah. And Spirit came like P did with Blue. What he saying? We been wanting to whoop your ass. Oh, okay. Yeah. Somebody has some type of entity attachment on them, though. That's a negative energy attached to a human. It's draining the fuck out of them, and they super obsessed with this divine person. I'm telling you, and they pissed off when it comes to your money, because it's something about everything belonging to you and you not having to share. And them knowing that you absolutely will not fucking share with them because of who they are. You done completely stepped into your North Node energy, and I almost dropped the card. You see the way I caught it on the manifestations, baby. Travel. Travel to the North Node manifestations. I ain't even got to pull no more. That was your whole read right there in a nutshell, Pisces. Fuck them. What Ray say? He gonna eat his cornbread. Fuck you. Shit. We ain't playing with them. We ain't playing with them. To hell with everybody. So that was your read, Pisces. And I don't feel like I gotta say this to y'all, but I do still. I got my little phrase trademark. So my phrase is only take it personal if you paid for it, right? Understand this. This for the ones in the background. That means that you only take the reading personal. If you did not resonate, I don't need to know that you did not resonate. You only take that shit personal if you paid for it, right? And seeing as to how this is general, it's not personal. I don't want to hear none of that shit, right? And then my thing is, you damn sure take them lessons that you paid for. If you paid for it with blood, sweat, tears, energy, time, you fucking paid for it. It's yours. Run me my shit. Okay?